New highway codes come along and it says now that they advise you don't smoke while behind the wheel. Why? I mean, us three all smoke, OK? There's nothing to be proud of. The fact is that we all do, and we don't crash. Well, two of us don't, so...
Actually, I've given up smoking as well, mate.
Well, there you are. You can't do two things at once.
I can multitask.
You can multitask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you putting your makeup on.
Yeah.
And driving.
And driving.
Yeah.
I've seen you multitask and driving.
No, you can't talk about that on the television.
That isn't in the highway code.
Yeah, well, so the people who wrote the highway code thing, you know, the ones who say if you feel tired, pull off at the motorway services or whatever.
So you weren't allowed to. Because you can't whilst driving.
And pull off.
So they say that, but on the other hand, they say you can't.
There's no way you're going to...
On the other... Just because they can't drive and smoke at the same time doesn't mean the rest of us are all spazzed.
That is ridiculous.
No, it is a good point.
A hysterical woman who runs some hysterical organisation has got thin lips, the sort who take their own lunch to work, you know the sort? She got in touch and she pointed out, having demanded an apology from the BBC, she pointed out that you can't smoke anything now in the studio, anything. It doesn't matter if it's herbal, it doesn't matter if it's tobacco, you're not allowed to... Which means it is now illegal to inhale the Mayor of London if he's on fire in here.
Oh, that's blown it.
What if we turf him?
Turf him?
Ooh, is that some euphemism from those special clubs you go to? You see a nice bloke in a leather hat and I would love to turf him. It's not...
No.
Oh, right.
The police in Hampshire are running an advert of a jolly policeman in his tall helmet and they're putting it on the back of a bus. We've got it here. There you are. And it's fine, except for where the bus's exhaust pipe is.
Oh, there's his... No, that... Oh, that poor man. Imagine driving behind that. Look, there's me, there's my small metal penis. He will be the crossest policeman in the world. If you get pulled by him, it's bad news.
It is.
I mean, if you do get pulled by him for speeding, don't whatever you do say, aren't you the one for the exhaust pipe for a pig?
Children, if you're watching, school tomorrow, if you've got a science lesson and the teacher says, today we're going to do storage of hydrogen, pay attention, because whoever works that out is going to be the richest person the world has ever seen.
Ever.
Because honestly, as soon as they get the infrastructure worked out, that's just it.
Yep.
So if you're watching this in Saudi Arabia, time to break out your camel.
It's back to carpets for you.
There's this, the Lamborghini Reventon. They're only making 20 of these. It is costly, £800,000 a piece.
800?
Yes, but look at it. It looks like a stealth fighter. It's all angles. It's beautiful.
800,000 quid?
Yeah.
This is the Bentley Brooklands. It's a two-door... what's the other one called that they make?
Continental Azure.
No,
Mike, we have been off for a while, haven't we?
The Arnage, it's a two-door version of that. 530 horsepower, 230,000 pounds. Proper Bentley, though. Old school.
Proper comfortable. Good for your piles.
I have to say as well, it's not all the supercars. There are some affordable cars out as well. There's one. OK, now...
You know Mitsubishi, makers of the Evo and all that, they've now introduced a new turbocharged mid-engine car. Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
There it is. It's called the iCar. No, hold on. No, because, OK, it might be ugly, but at least it's slow. 64 brake horsepower, but it's got some clever bits and pieces. They say it's got a special filter on the air conditioning that, and I quote, they say, is of major benefit to allergy sufferers.
I'm allergic to Bill Oddie. Will it stop him getting in?
Bill Oddie cannot be blown through the air vents at you. The filter gets rid of it.
Like it?
No, it's very clear. It's also got hypoallergenic seats in
What, they give you eczema?
No.
Chlamydia?
No, they stop your eczema. And it's got a deodorising roof lining up there.
No, I know about that. No, I was reading about that the other day. If you break wind...
For instance.
In that car.
Yes.
The smells are absorbed into the roof lining. It's a trick.
It's deodorising, that's what it does. So, basically, the seats absorb your eczema and the roof lining absorbs your farts, which is very clever. But you wouldn't want to buy one second-hand, would you? No. James has won an award. He has. He is officially Heat Magazine's Weird Crush of the Year.
No!
Yeah, there it is. Look, there it is. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Well, it is weird.
Thing is, there's actually been another award this week. You two don't know about this one. Brill Cream have made awards for the best celebrity hairstyle on television.
Oh, go on.
Third place, Alex Zane. Second place, Steve Jones, who was in the Sex Pistols, as far as I know. And the winner, the best celebrity hairstyle on television, Richard Hammond! Yes!
I haven't got a hairstyle.
No,
What?
It's just some hair. It's not
You don't
styled.
have that styled?
No, it just
We're
happened.
20 minutes late starting the show because the makeup girl's been out 40 times with a... Hey, listen, they've also done the worst celebrity hairstyles. Third place, Ridian.
No idea.
X what? X Factor. Second, Simon Cowell, also X Factor. And the winner. The worst haircut on television, James May!
So that makes you a double award winner. It's official then, you are weird with bad hair.
Shocking hair.
Be proud. Another quick look at a new car, Subaru Impreza STI Hyper Nutter rally thing coming along. Haven't released many facts about it yet. Probably going to be 300 horsepower there or thereabouts, turbocharged engine. But we're pretty confident it's not going to be a looker.
No.
No, because, well, here's the photograph they sent out with it. No, that really is. Honesty, that's the photograph they sent out.
We haven't faked that.
No, we have not faked that. That's what they sent us.
So, can you send us a picture of a new car? Yes, here it is.
Doesn't suggest confidence, does it? It's
No.
big, we know it.
No, it's like badgers. Because have you seen... I bet you tune in. I do. Kate Humble's Badger Watch.
Every week I'm there.
It's not what you think at all.
No. It is. Every week, you wait.
I tuned in, she was talking about some stupid little animal that basically is a chemical weapons factory spreading tuberculosis around the countryside. You know the Morgan Aero, Max? This is the car Richard's just bought. Got a picture of it here, OK?
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Now, they're making, what, 100 of those, aren't they?
Very rare.
OK? Now, you probably imagine the other 99, apart from you who's buying them up, real men in tweed jackets who get down to the pub for a pint of best, which has got twigs in it and mud and leaves.
Yes.
So you want to guess who ordered one of those this week?
Kenneth Moore.
No.
Edward Fox.
No. Paul O'Grady. You'll be able to go for weekends in the country together with your Morgans.
That's an exclusive club.
I love the way that James has gone into that chair as though he belongs.
Did you notice that?
So I just seeing it and go,
looks like
this is me.
It actually looks like you get one of these with one of these. They just ship them together as a pair.
it's exactly the same as my furniture at home. I was very familiar with it.
Anyway, you know those Citroens that have got a vibrating seat? And the idea is that if you kind of nod off and stray out of lane on the motorway, the seat base vibrates and wakes you up and, ooh, you get back in line. I was talking to a girl the other day who'd got one, and she said she'd gone all the way from London to Birmingham deliberately on the hard shoulder because it was so loud. Now, the only problem with that is that in order to have this, frankly, excellent facility, you have to buy a Citroen.
Which is terrible.
Which is terrible. But now, I've come across this.
What is it?
Well, it's a seat base that you put on your car seat, OK, like that, and then you turn it on, the middle bit vibrates. So you sit on it, and it vibrates.
So, what? You don't have to go over the lines, or
No, you don't have to have a Citroen or anything, just have this. The only thing is, it's quite annoying.
I think it's probably not meant for you.
Is it meant for you?
No, I think you have to be a girl.
Oh, yeah.
They're like chaps, but they've got more...
to come and
fuse
try
and
this
like
out.
heating on higher.
She's blushing.
Come on, try it out. Try out my captain's chair and tell me if that's good and you'd like that in your car. Are you ready?
Oh, that's good.
See, how can this be legal. Honestly, you can't drive while eating an apple or using a mobile phone.
But you can drive when you're all cross-eyed and sweaty.
That's $59.99.
So it's more expensive than a Citroen, but it's worth it.
Next year, the best car by a mile is this. This is the Alfa Romeo 8C, and I am nursing a semi just looking at it.
You've kind of spoiled it.
£110,000.
Oh, man.
Carbon fibre, rear-wheel drive. Every single thing about it I want, and it's an Alfa, you know.
I have got more news. Bentley have recalled some cars. There's a problem with their wheel nuts, apparently. They might not be fastened properly. Bentley say it's not a big deal. It's only one batch of nuts affected. It only affected, I've got it written down here, it only concerns the Arnage R, and the Arnage T, and the Arnage RL, and the Azure. So basically, pretty much all of the cars they make. And it's only those built between February '05 and August last year. So that's a year and a half.
No, my favourite is the government, OK, who actually run this recall. They say here, if the bolts do become loose, this would in all probability be noticeable to the driver.
Yes, it will.
Yes, there would be a considerable mechanical knocking noise.
Oh, when a wheel comes
and sparks. And
From the road.
Sky Road ditch.
Dear, I think there might be something wrong with the car.
You know, petrol went past £1 a litre this week, and everybody's running around saying, ooh, it's all far too expensive, we've all got to commit suicide. But it isn't expensive at all. It's cheap.
Well, it is actually, because some mineral water I saw was £4.99 a litre.
Exactly. And it's a good job your car doesn't run on bull semen.
Well, it is, yes, but why?
Because do you know how much bull semen is?
Do you know, I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's just gone.
£24,000 a litre.
Oh,
And
right.
this is my point. Seriously, I mean, petrol, they've got to build an oil rig, float it out to sea, dig a hole, there's nothing in it, dig another, then you get oil, then you've got to put it on a ship, float it halfway around the world to another country, put it in a refinery, which is the size of a small county, turn it into petrol, ship it to a garage, put it in a flame-proof tank, and then sell it to the customer. And they're doing that for £1 a litre. I find that incredible.
Actually, no. No, because the government takes 65 pence, so they're actually doing that for 35 pence a litre.
Exactly.
And then if you buy 10 litres of it, you get a torch as well.
Well, there you go.
Who knew? That said, I filled my car up with petrol a couple of months ago. Do you know how much that cost?
Well, no, big
90
car.
quid.
85.
No, £35,000.
You filled it up with bull sperm, you idiot.
Yeah. Wrong
No,
pump.
it was somebody nicked my... The garage did that credit card thing where they sell it to somebody. Somebody's been running around in California spending my money on stuff.
I reckon you spent it on bull sperm.
Did you not notice the pump was different? It keeps moving. Now it's chasing me. I don't want it anymore.
I've got bird flu, be nice.
Imagine, if you will, that you'd bought a Bugatti Veyron. It's a big investment. You'd be very excited about the day it was going to be arrived. So you'd imagine such a thing would be delivered, you know, like a golden carriage on a bed of swan's feathers. It's a special moment in your life.
I'd want mine borne aloft by 16 greased, naked eunuchs. That's what I'd want.
Whatever. The point is, that's the sort of thing you'd expect. It's a big moment. In Russia, they do things a little bit differently. Here is one. Here's being transported. That's a Bugatti. I've brought your Bugatti, sir. It is here. What? It's on a flatbed pickup. That's a disappointment in your life.
Oh, now you've got one.
You know the Ford car?
Yeah.
It's been around for 11 years.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? 11 years old?
It has, and they've decided to mark that anniversary with a special limited edition. And here it is. It's called the two-tone, and obviously it is two-tone. You can have, that's blazer blue, or you can have panther black, teamed with moonstone silver bumpers there. Oh. It's really... But I think I know where they got that idea from. It's actually an earlier Ford. Here it is. There, you see? That's what they... No, because no, because the bodywork is Dagenham Hospital white, and then that's burnt freesia door there, and this back door, I think, is from the Autumn Mist collection. That's an exciting special edition.
Do you know the game? If you ever played that game, the I Have Never game, you think of things, you know, around a table. I've never braked, never bought anything in Marks and Spencer's. And then if you're losing, you just go for the I've never used a tampon.
You're a
Just
bloke. That is a winner. That is a winner. I'll remember that tip.
I have.
You've used a tampon?
Are you sure?
You know, spillage.
Oh, mate, what?
Well, I had a bit of an accident on the cooker once. You know.
Sorry, this is getting worse.
No, hear me out. When you're boiling something, I was doing something with milk in it, and it boiled over, and it goes in that bit at the back where you can't get your finger in. And if you don't clean it up, if you don't clean that out, it goes rancid and it smells forever.
You used the tampons to clean a cooker? And this is
Because
a
I
man
couldn't
who
get my
tells me
finger in it.
He doesn't have OCD.
Listen, no.
You do have OCD.
I don't.
You know the bezel on a watch? You know the little arrow thing here? If I have it here, he's fine. But if I put it round, ready? There.
It's like kryptonite.
Get it back in the right position.
You can't bear it if I haven't got that arrow. Look!
Shall I tell you the other interesting thing about tampons? Seriously, has anybody got like an old twin-cylinder motorcycle, parallel twin? You'll know this. You always get a little bit of oil dripping.
not.
You will. You get a little bit of oil that always leaks out through the seal, and it collects, and then you can't get at it to mop it up. All right, you put a lillet on the end of a screwdriver, Phillips.
Do you
poke it in,
carry them round
gone.
with you on a bandolier? Like a Schwarzenegger arrangement full of tampons just in case.
It's a new application for an existing technology. I'm adapting it like we do with radio.
go away.
What's you done? I can't stand that.
Somebody...
You can't bear it. You honestly cannot bear it if I do that. There's a survey from Toyota out this week, OK? And they say 72% of Europeans rate health and well-being as being important in a car. Well, now, that means, what they're saying is 28% of Europeans like a car to make them feel ill.
That doesn't seem... Oh, I love my Mondeo because every time I start the engine, it gives me scurvy. And that's a good thing in my life.
I chose Porsche because it brings on rectal prolapse.
And I like that.
Anyway, Toyota have come up with a car, OK? They're calling it a healthy living car, and it's designed to make you feel good.
Really?
And here it is.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I wouldn't feel good in that. I'd feel like a prat.
So...
To be honest.
What do? Pedal it?
No, it's got a normal engine, but they say, OK, the steering wheel changes colour depending on what mood you're in.
What?
So if you get angry, it goes red.
How does the steering wheel know when you're angry?
No, why do you want the steering wheel to tell you you're angry? You already know that, because you're frothing at the cross. But it's quite a thing, you know, when you say to women, what's wrong? And they go, nothing. Well, there is, because your steering wheel...